Hello everyone, today I've got a different kind of video from my channel. We're going to focus on tokens, and specifically this mixed lot bag of tokens that I bought from a recent coin show. If you are not familiar with my channel, I usually focus on world coins, but there's a dealer that I like to visit his booth very often at coin shows who deals in foreign coins and tokens. And so I don't know if they're going to be world tokens, American tokens, probably more American tokens, but when you go to his booth, and he pretty much shows up at every Knoxville coin show there in Knoxville, Tennessee. There is a once a month coin show, and he's usually there. And he has the most organized token collection for sale I've ever seen. If you want transportation tokens, go to one book. If you want coal scripts, go to one book. If you want wooden nickels, you go to the next book. And so on a couple of years ago, I saw him have a mystery lot like this one, and I picked it up and I thought about it, and then I thought, no, I don't really, what am I going to do with this many tokens? And I put it back, and then I picked it up, and then I put it back, and then later on I thought, you know what, I really want it, and it was gone. And I'd asked him about it since then, and he had not had one for a couple of years, but at this show he finally had one, and so we're going to dig in. Now, probably some of my favorite tokens are transportation tokens. So if you happen to be a vectorist who collects transportation tokens, then I have a few of those. I have a lot of the United States tax tokens that were popular in the 1940s or so. I collect gambling tokens, even though I am personally not a gambler. I just find them interesting. Just looking in here, there's a telephone token. I see probably a Mardi Gras token in here. Hopefully there aren't too many laundry tokens and things like that, stuff that I don't find quite as interesting, but we'll just dig in here. This is kind of a large bag. If I had a 5-pound bag of coins, I would skip over the things that I don't see as common. But with this, these are things that I don't see very often. I don't know how far we're going to get in one video without making this video super long. So at some point, we're just probably going to have to stop it unless I can go through it pretty quick. But these plastic ones, I find these kind of interesting. So we're just going to start right here with Token of Esteem from Michael Werner, Pacific Coast Numismatic Society. So at least that's kind of interesting. I see this blue one with an Olympic theme here to honor the 1984 Olympic Games. Is that the one in Los Angeles? Villages of Wheatland, California. So the only token lot I've ever purchased from this particular dealer was a Smash Pennies lot, and since he's from East Tennessee, they're almost all from East Tennessee, which I like, but you might not care for if you're not from the Gatlinburg area. But let's see, we've got the Gold Ship line, National Tools, it's the same thing, that looks the same. I get these fairly often, these Angel tokens. I've seen those a lot. I've seen this one before, Partners Club member. Not sure where that's from. I'm not much of a golfer. So this is the first one from Tennessee, the city of Morristown, Tennessee. That is in East Tennessee, so it's a couple of counties away from Knoxville, where the dealer operates. Not too big in video game tokens. This one is a vacuum token. So now I realize that's a car on that side. Chuck E. Cheese. I would have loved getting extra Chuck E. Cheese tokens as a kid. Got another car wash. That has a sports car on it. Is that a Ferrari? Dave and Buster's. Do they still take tokens? Here's an old Showbiz token. So that would be great. Again, if Showbiz and Chuck E. Cheese still took tokens, I'd take my son there, and they now do it with plastic cards. Andamiro since 1992. I'm going to guess that's a video game token, but I don't know. Zach. Cinemark. So I guess that's a that a movie theater chain? Probably tokens for a movie theater. No cash value on that one. Chuck E. Cheese. SeaWorld. So people would probably find SeaWorld interesting, especially one that has Shamu the Killer Whale on it from 1981, if it weren't so rusty, which is probably why it ended up in here. Planet Kids. So getting a lot of video game tokens. This one appears to be for a Carousel in Kingsport, Tennessee. I've been to Kingsport. I didn't know they had a Carousel there. So, like that one. There's a large... What's this? Morcus? Died in 2020. So that's interesting, but I don't know what it is. Okay. But if it's plastic, that makes me think it's something that is a Mardi Gras token. But Treasure Tower, probably a video game on that one. Here might be our first casino token. Olympia machine. So I think usually the ones with the grooves down them are going to be telephone tokens, but this one appears to be from an international token, but we've got an old-fashioned design of a telephone on here, so I think that's a little bit neat. I think I've seen something like that before, and I think it is from Italy. Now, I've got an R-rated token, so I'm not going to show that one. Pistol Pete's Pizza. So there's a video game token that has a couple of grooves on it. IDX. X-Mark token. Another Carousel. The New Orleans Heritage. 1976. Got I guess that's an oboe, a saxophone, and a keyboard on there. King of the Carnival. Another large medallion here. Another step forward for mankind. Postmarked history. Apollo 12. So I see a lot of people collect these people interested in the space program. My older brother was interested in space things, and he even had a, not related to that one though. Okay, so another pizza showbiz. We've got Tilt. So I remember as a child of the 80s playing at Tilt in the 90s. Another Tilt. Here's a gaming token from Casino Niagara, so 25 cents on that one. Here's one of the more modern Chuck E. Cheese that features a guitar from 2013. Which the sandwich shop. I didn't know they had a casino, or a video games there. United in God's Work. So we've got another religious. Food for the Poor. Celebrating 40 years. That one's shiny for no cash value. Another car wash. Coming out with the shine on that one. The different Chuck E. Cheese design. In Pizza We Trust, 1983. So that's early in the Chuck E. Cheese days. Here's one that has a hole in it. Let's see what we've got. For amusement only. This token has no cash or trade value. Fun, get those a lot. I have another of these United in God's Work. This one has a cross on the other side. See these Namcos with Pac-Man on it. If I'm skipping over it, it's something we've already seen. This one, we've got a good luck token featuring an eagle in front of the United States flag, so that's kind of neat. Our next car wash features, almost looks like a VW Beetle on here, quick wash and a vacuum token. That one is weird toned, isn't it? A purple colored showbiz token. Another Olympia machine. That one features, I guess that's a tiger. The track. I think that's in Sevierville, Tennessee. We've got the Marine Corps, Toys for Tot, probably. Yeah, Toys for Tot. So I've picked up one of those in the past. Laserport Pigeon Forge. I don't know if that attraction is still there. Next car wash token. That one has kind of a neat design to it. Wish there was a way of selling these to get your dollar out of it. River Bend token. So I don't know if it's the same River Bend, but that was a music festival in Chattanooga, where Chattanooga is located at the bend of the river. Here's a fancy medallion. We've got another New Orleans. This one is not plastic. This has some pretty good detail to it. Cafe du Monde. Pontalba Apartments are the oldest in the United States. We've got St. Louis Cathedral. And then I guess a running club or contest. We've got our first transportation token, something TC Company. Good for 1 5-cent fare. Great Wolf Lodge. Heard of them. Rocky. Another car wash. If I skip it, it's probably something we've already seen in the video. We've got a vacuum token. Discovery Zone. Planet Kids. The cruise line, right? Yep, Carnival Cruise Lines. A casino token from Carnival. Another Tilt. This token awarded for skill. With an R. Good for 1 beer bottle. I know several of you would probably wish that you could trade that in at Jeanette, Pennsylvania. This one has a stamp on it of the letter C, but otherwise this one's kind of hard to read. When due. See the word cash by employees. I see like a $1 at the top. Christian Colliery Company. That one's in rough shape. You don't find tokens in rough shape as often. The Peter Piper Pizza. The food's as good as the fun. For amusement only. Dazzle Land in Niagara Falls. We got Birmingham, Alabama. Corey Reagan and Associates parking token. And another Toys for Tots. Oh, this one's different. So instead of showing the Toys for Tots train, this one has a teddy bear. Every child deserves a little Christmas. Here's a number 3 on something from the Soviet Union. Can't read the Cyrillic, but that is different. Here's another telephone token that we saw earlier. Socks, self-serve car wash. Take a look at this blue one. Pop, the Frontier Club of Pennsylvania. Got kind of a covered wagon on there. Another one with grooves on it. Another one from the Soviet Union. This one's got a 20, and it's got 2 grooves through it. Another... that reminds me of the Tennessee Central logo here in the Nashville area, but I don't know if they made tokens or not. Let's look at this purple one. The New Orleans Mardi Gras Spirit, 1973. Schultz's Salutes. Well, that's pretty. Another large one here. Cafe. Oh, I'm going to get that. Mispronounce that. Cafe Beignet. So it's New Orleans. 3 free. I guess it's French. Redeem in 1990. Now I like this because it's got the Andrew Jackson statue, and as a Tennessean, Andrew Jackson is famous from here. That statue, there's 3 of them. One in New Orleans, one in front of the Tennessee Capitol where I live, and one in Washington, D.C. Our next aluminum one, Mardi Gras Day of Fun and Frolic, featuring a jester on a parade float. So we've got Barataria's Buccaneers 10th anniversary from 1968. Sanders and Maeve Amusements. Another U.S. Marine Corps featuring Iwo Jima, Uncommon Valor, Common Virtue, 1985. I've seen this one before. With God, all things are possible. The car wash. Ripley Super Fun Zone. So there's one of those in the Pigeon Forge area. So maybe that's where it came from. This one's unusual because it's got a octagon inside of a circle. So we've got well, it's not going to be real gold, but looks like a replica of a gold coin. Now, I don't know my gold coins, and certainly I don't know $50 gold coins from 1850s, but it says the United States Assayer of Gold of California. So this must be a replica of something from the gold rush. And then, so running for the head of the American Numismatic Association, be a ANA governor. Here's my 2 cents. That's an interesting kind of token. This one, it must have been a plated metal because it's well worn. Elout. Another Elout. That one's just a blank planchet. Cece's Pizza. They were really popular about 20 years ago, but the one in town closed not that long ago. Good for free play on machine. The vacuum. 50 cents in food or beverages at Riverbend Token. So I'm wondering if that's a casino somewhere. Probably getting more Chuck E. Cheese tokens than anything else in here. Yamashita? No idea what that is. Got a dolphin here on Boardwalk Arcade, Myrtle Beach. So I was there about 3 years ago. I didn't play any games, but I was at that casino. I mean, that boardwalk. CTM Group. Video game token, and another. And here's a, I think this is the Atlanta Marta token. Yes. Atlanta. This is made to look like an old coin. Probably. There's where it says copy. Got an actual world coin in here. That's a Mexico 10 centavo. That's a design that's still in use. Sheepers, good food, fun, and a monkey. That has me wondering what that is. NASCAR Speed Park. Got another one from Myrtle Beach, the Gay Dolphin. So that is a gift shop that I've been to that gift shop. Probably been there since the 1940s when Myrtle Beach was very small compared to now. Zuma Fund Center. Another $1 car wash from Castrol Express. Control tokens. This reminds me of, this has a design of New York City subway tokens from about I forget if this was before the one with the cutout Y in the middle of it, but it was either designed in like the 60s or the 80s where they called it the bullet hole. There's a bimetallic token. So here's one of these, a red OPA point. So this goes back to World War II days, and this is a rationing token. For arcade play only. This is the design of a transportation token. That's from Family Fun. CTX 325, another control token. Different Players Club lifetime member. Another Toys for Tots. A different CC's. Another R-rated one I'm going to have to skip over. Got a castle on here. Bergen's. Horb. No idea what that is. Another big Apollo 12. Is this the same one that we had earlier? I think it is. Conrad Gordon and Bean. From 1969. Another step forward for mankind. Postmarked history. Another Carmike Cinema Hollywood collection. Showbiz. CCME Cleveland. Token for locker use only. Never seen a locker token before. Gaddy's. So Mr. Gaddy's or Gaddyland. I remember playing there 20 years ago. One of those in our town. Harry's, Indianapolis. High-grade buggies. I see something like that, and I kind of wonder if it's really vintage and really well worn, or if it's a modern kind of thing. Coin meter token. Another car wash. That one features more of a Model T look to it. One of these a moment ago. That one's a different metal. Good for one pack of cigarettes. I think I looked these up recently, and that was good for military commissary. Got one of these. Do we have 30 earlier? I feel like we had 20 and 3. And these from the Soviet Union. Four Seasons car wash. Family Funland. Next car wash is Wash Depot from Washington. Got Super Suds on that one. Another one from Elout, but has a different design. A light bulb. Finley's Fun Center. Looks like a skating rink. Someone recently told me that if you find one that's been painted red, what that usually means is sometimes the owner of the establishment will test the equipment by painting one a certain color, and then when they go through the machine, they can find the one that they actually put in there. So that's why something like that would be painted kind of red color, but in the years since then, most of the red is worn off. The coin meter, fresco. I've see these fairly often. Celebrating Sears' new century. Their next century didn't go so well. Another bimetallic car wash token. That one's neat how it's also a control token, but also painted red on that. So that's kind of neat. Some pirate treasure. Another Marta. Wilco-matic. So here we have something that looks like a United States Flying Eagle cent, the Peterson coins. So, and from Sioux City, Iowa. So we have a token for a coin dealer. Another IDX X-Mark token. Cobra Adventure Park in Panama City Beach, Florida. Been to Panama City, but I don't remember that establishment. We got Century Theaters Starcade. I see these fairly often. It's a replica of an ancient coin. The reason I recognize this one is I had this when I was a child. I think it was something that came in with a Reader's Digest magazine, probably in the 1980s. iknow.tv. The USA flag on it. So I'm sure that's going to be a host of all kinds of theories on that website. Kind of stuff that might appeal to coin collectors, I don't know. This was supposed to look like a coin, but was actually meant to be a necklace, or charm of some coin, a half penny from 1967. So it's got a sort of a portrait of Elizabeth on there. What this one is. We've got a tiger on here. Sergeant Singer's Spectacular Star-Studded Circus Pizza Show. Sergeant Singers, never heard of that one. Pavilion of Movements of Myrtle Beach. Jackpot. Got Big Daddy's, Hollywood Arcade. We've got TC, we got another of those, and then another one. Here's another that's supposed to look like an old, probably meant to look like an old Spanish shipwreck coin made out of gold. Guardian Angel protecting me. I see we're at the 30-minute mark, but I feel like we're more than halfway done, especially with all of these casino tokens, or I should say video game tokens, but we've got one that's at a roller rink. I feel like we're seeing enough here that it wouldn't be a point to break it down, but here we've got something from Magic Spray of Bristol, Virginia, car wash token. I was wondering what Magic Spray was going to be at first, but there's a different one from Socks. No, we had that one already. Here's something else that's supposed to look like a vintage Israeli token. Good Luck Souvenir from south of the border. That's a tourist attraction on the South Carolina-North Carolina border along I-95. They put it just south of the border, so giving it a Mexico theme, so that is a classic tourist attraction. And then this is supposed to look like a U.S. nickel, but it is definitely a copy because it is smaller than a Buffalo nickel ought to be. Redeemable for 5 prizes only. So I remember these from Tilt, where instead of printing out a whole bunch of tickets, you could, if you won a jackpot, you'd get a whole bunch of these little tokens instead. So I said I never gambled, but I once did that at Tilt and came away with 600 tickets off of that once. I think I traded it for a Pog, which was, I wasn't into Pogs, but it had the Cowboys on it because I liked the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys at the time. And I guess it's not that far off from coin collecting. Skate station. So we've got alligator sunglasses on that one. Super Bowl, 1994 at the Georgia Dome. Super Bowl 20, is that 29? Oh, so, okay, this might be one of my favorite things from here. So it's an Atlanta Marta token, also featuring Coca-Cola on here, but specifically for the Super Bowl. I had another one from the 96 Olympics that I bought from that dealer a couple of years ago. Another car wash token. Coffee Excellence Filter Fresh. Vending machine token. And now, spelled on that one. Different Peter Piper Pizza. Game token. Cosmic Bowling. U.S. play. So they turn down the lights, turn on the black lights, and have everything glow in the dark. Kids Place of Lexington, Kentucky. The Goo Goo Car Wash. That doesn't sound like a place that'd get it clean, but who knows. Here we've got an apple. No idea what's going on with that. So we've got an actual vintage transportation token here. We've got one good for a school fair. Well, I'm trying to read the cursive. Forest Guard Vice President, school fair. It's the Toledo, the Community Traction Company. Where do they get an S? I guess S for school? But that's kind of vintage transportation token. I was hoping there'd be several of those in here. Fun and games. This one's just broken. It's a replica of Charles IV. So it's from the Florida United Numismatic show in 1997. Shame that one is torn up the way it was. I would have liked that one. Here's a place that I bought one of these a few months ago, and then before my video went live, I actually ate here. The Big Texan Steakhouse. This is the place that's famous for if you can eat the 72-ounce steak in under an hour, then you get your meal for free. So it's a very touristy place, but it's sort of along Route 66. And so you see a token like this, and you think it's you redeem this for a 72-ounce steak. Now that's just an advertisement of how you could potentially get one there, but I think they say that 80% of the people who try do not win on something like that. So Biloxi, Mississippi. Biloxi Bell gaming token. And so I like about this one how it has a riverboat look at the bottom of that one, the Biloxi Bell. I have been to Biloxi. It's been about 15 years, and I don't remember. I guess there were a couple of casinos there. So what kind of, what do we have going on here? I don't know where to start on here. What Cattlekinaka? Well, okay, so get through some of these that we've seen plenty of already. I had this in a video recently. The official quarter bouncer. I bought one of these, and it is a board game, I guess you'd call it, that came with a couple of these and looked like a little basketball court and basketball goals. You slam it against the table and hope that it bounces into the bowl. And I threw it on the table, and it landed in the box where I was collecting these. So here's something else patriotic. God bless America. Duty, honor, and service. We have the Statue of Liberty instead of U.S. flag. I proudly salute. So it's the Paralyzed Veterans of America. That one's nice. Do something patriotic. Idle Hour. I wonder if that's a tavern. The only idle hour I've heard of is a tavern. People play games, Family Fun Center. Bumper boats and mini golf. Doo-rahs. This one says freedom. Got a number 2 on this one. Since 1981. Another replica of an old coin. 1908. France. So thin that the other side is just the other side of the stamp. Another Marta token that's different. This one is for the Paralympic Games that happened in 1996. It goes along with the Olympics. So for the Vextrous, that in me, that is a nice one. This one is a gaming token featuring Pegasus. I think that's the horse from Greek mythology. This is awarded for skill, property of machine. This token has no cash or trade value. Here's one of these, looks like an old good for something. Got the Dunedin Corporation Tramways, one token section. So Dunedin is an area in Florida, incorporated in 1965. So that might be crossing a bridge over the a toll booth. I have a parking token for Cincinnati T11 unit. Another carousel here. Ride our merry-go-round. Circus. Is that Circus? Or is there a smaller line right here? I can't read. Not sure on that. Another vacuum token. Property of OK Vendor. Is that Oklahoma? HB, I forget who that is. Another vacuum. Got a windmill on this one. Watermill Express. 1 free gallon. So advertising a gas station, I guess. Here's one with a stork on it. Orange Lake Country Club. So does a country club have video game tokens, or is that a casino chip? The Violet Ray Sanitary Wash. So we've got a car wash. That looks like it was very cheaply made out of aluminum, with its kind of not completely a circle, has a couple of notches around the edges on that one. This is the one from Biloxi. Where we have this one. Okay, this one is the Belle Baton Rouge in Louisiana. So a different casino. We have Aladdin's Lamp gaming token. This is the America's Original Sports Bar, but it doesn't say who they are. Rockin' Pigeon Forge. So another something near me. We've got Olympus, I guess that was the Greek god of thunder. This one is for Izzo. Or is it Ozzy? Saving the planet 1 meal at a time. Next up we have the Coca-Cola token. Morgan's of Destin, Florida. I've been to Destin, but I can't say that I know it all that well. So I'm not familiar with Morgan's. At least I've got everything out on the table now, so let's look at this big red one. Redeemable for 1 fare. George Kuhaj, Boston 45, Island City, New York. Saluting the Diamond Jubilee. Do they have trolleys in Long Island? Did they in 1979? Here is a transportation token I saw on the back on the bag when I bought it. That's one of the few things that I saw earlier. And we are from Canton City Lines. So I don't even know where Canton City is. The vending machine token. Big green one. So let's see, this is Come to Mardi Gras. Got kind of a gesture on here. It's a Merry Splendid Thing. I guess that says, oh, Mini Splendid Thing. This was a huge medallion of IBEW. I feel like this is a union of some kind. National Joint Apprenticeship and Training Committee for the Electrical Industry. I think I've seen their building in Atlanta. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. So I remembered it once I started trying to figure out what it spelled. But so a lot of, if you like math or engineering, you've got a lot of mathematical formulas on this one. So that is a neat token if you like that kind of thing. This one is cool. It looks like an old record album. America's Numismatic Association 103rd Anniversary Celebration in Detroit, Michigan. And they went with the record album because Detroit was the home of Motown Records. I like that one. Enriching coin collecting through knowledge at Coin World. I'm happy to have that one. Our next huge token, we've got something from the Shriners. The Caliph Temple, 60th year in Cody, Wyoming from 1967. The Cody Shrine Club. Honoring past potentate Millward Simpson, 1967 ceremonial. Another casino token, we've got the Riverboat Casino. Where is it? Metropolis, Illinois. So that is on the Ohio River. Metropolis is a city in Illinois that borders Kentucky, near Paducah, Kentucky. It's also home of the world's largest Superman. I think I had one of these, the Antique Car Coin series. Standard Electric from 1911. Ryko, a one car wash. This one up here has been getting my attention. From the presidents, we have the 27th president, William Taft. In office from 1909 to 1913. So I've seen some like these before where people make token series of each president. Legal genius governed the Philippines, Secretary of War. Sponsored high tariff and caused party breach. And then after he was president, he was appointed Chief Justice of the U.S. Supreme Court. So I've been to his home in Cincinnati. He had some TC Company tokens earlier. We've got another smaller one, and another one just like it. Got another one from the Orange Lake Country Club. That one's in nicer condition. Sports World Amusement Park. But it doesn't say where. Another Namco with Pac-Man on it. Another of these that has a neat kind of a red color to it. Another control token. I like the look of those. I gotta look up what those are. Cinemall of Abingdon, Virginia. That is in the far west end of Virginia. Here's one from another country. I'm guessing that means it's good for one Coca-Cola, regular size. No, the para is Spanish for four. Four vendors. Interesting how it's cut and leaves all the kind of the grooves through there. One kind of has kind of a neat look. That actually has some kind of game inside the G on here. Here's something made out of plastic. It's one of whatever it is. It reminds me of a coin made from Malaysia these days. that they would not be made out of plastic. One play. This has an interesting feel to it, unless there's something stuck to it. No, it's two coins stuck together. You got winner. So that one was gooey. We've got our first press penny up here, and it's from the Knoxville Zoo, featuring a tortoise, I guess. To add that to my Tennessee smash pennies that I got from the dealer earlier. To Hanover, 1837. So we've got a modern replica of a coin featuring Victoria, Queen of Great Britain. You know, my nephew lives in Hanover. I'm going to mail that to him for his birthday. He lives in Hanover, Pennsylvania, though. We saw one of these earlier, but the earlier one had a hole in the middle of it. Putt Putt Plus Golf and Games. I remember seeing those on vacation. Good for one massage. I would love to trade that one in. Planet Fitness. It's funny that my wife has a membership there, so if only they still took those. We had one of those earlier, but that one's bent. Another Putt Putt Plus, but of a different, that was more of a copper nickel. Another Rockin' from Pigeon Forge. Another from Sears. Yeah, we had Abingdon earlier. This is this little tiny one. Luxury tax token 5. From Alabama. So I mentioned at the beginning of this video that I do have a collection of United States individual state tax tokens, so that's the first one of this video, but I don't think I had the Alabama 5. There's another one from Atlanta's Marta. Another one from Marta. Where's this from? Picket change. So we've got a U.S. quarter from dated 2002. Pocket change, that's what it says. Pocket change. Another from Morgan's of Florida. Have we seen this one? Fannie Farkles. So that is a video game place in Gatlinburg. Fannie Farkles funny money in Gatlinburg. Our next car wash token. That car looks so happy that he's clean. Another one from Tilt. That one's bigger than the ones we've had earlier. We've got Selby's Cafe with the letter F. Got an interesting, the way it was minted here, you can see some other things underneath it. I have a bunch of these. This is another transportation token from 1934. The bridge token in Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey. You've got a Liberty Bell here from 1776 from the History Channel Club. I've gotten those before. This one just says token. Stanley Parking Systems. So another one with an eagle. Is that the same company we saw earlier? Dorfman of Sioux City, Iowa. Oh, we've got another of these conspiracy. Has a different look to it. Or I know.tv. Yeah, we saw one of those Peter Piper pizzas earlier. It's like, I don't know who this company is, but they have some of the nicest looking car wash tokens I've seen. We got the Putt Putt Fun Center. Celebrating 50 years of fun. We got a commemorative token on that one. Another vacuum token. See what we have. A milk token. So was there a time where people were giving out milk with tokens? So still going through all the Chuck E. Cheese tokens on here. Got NASCAR Speed Park, the track, Freedom. That was different. S&M Amusements. But it seems like another one for a carousel of some kind. Caesarland with an airplane. Little Caesar. So Little Caesar Pizza. Was there a Caesarland like a Gaddy's Land? That's the first I've heard of it, if there is. Got another Toys for Tots. Car wash. This one's a different car wash token. There's an eagle on it. I think we had Guardian Angel. And the Magic Spray. Chucky Rocks. What's this little aluminum coin? Toronto Transit Commission. So that has a TC on it. I wonder if that's the same TC we've seen on some of these others. Qzar. Oh, that takes me back to my childhood. So get inside the game. So that was a laser tag from the 1990s. What's this one here? Pocket Change Park. Another Tilt. Another Gaddyland. Super 7, so we probably have another casino here. But it doesn't say where. Coin game. Another Carnival. This one has a K on it. What do we have? Property of Machine. Good for free game on that one. So we're seeing a lot of the same things that we've seen earlier here at the end. Hopefully there's something a little bit different that we can end on a good note. So we've got Caesar's Riverboat Casino. Got a 5-cent token from, where's that? Does that say Indiana? Harrison County, Indiana? Does Indiana have casinos? Caesar's Riverboat. I may have had that one. It looks vaguely familiar. Got the, I think that's the number 5, but folded up. No cash value. And then a Gipgus. What is that? A Gipgus. Interesting how it's got the double grooves on that one. Bernie's Arcade. And then this one is Stevie B's. The ultimate pizza buffet. What's the date on that one? 1996. And then I like this one because here's a place that I've been, Gatlinburg, Tennessee. The Space Needle in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. A whole lot smaller than the Seattle Space Needle. But I was looking at a photo just yesterday where my wife and I went on our 7th anniversary to Gatlinburg, and we went up there and we held up number 7 with our fingers in the Gatlinburg Space Needle. This number 5 has caught my attention. We've got the Redeemable for prizes only. So we got Tilt again. This one's tiny. And Tia or a Senora of Guadalupe. So I think that's something Catholic. Matrimonial. Alright, so another of those, another Sears, and one of those, car wash. Spot on car wash. Seems like you'd want the spots off, but I don't know. Here's one for Chuckles. And just got a Nike logo, and that's all in this one. That one might not be a token, might be just some kind of escutcheon or something like that. That's me using a big word today. Got the number 1 on this one, EP. Another Space Needle. Another Guardian Angel. Another of these really nice car wash ones. Got something red here. A Namco painted red one with Pac-Man on it. We're going to finish off with an actual coin that has been plated. This is from 1942. This is an actual halfpenny from Britain that was plated in a different metal because it would have originally been copper, and then it also has a hole. So someone turned this into a necklace at one point. So that was a lot of tokens. And if you made it an hour into this video, then I appreciate you sticking it out, because I thought this was kind of a fun purchase to get all these, and I'll have fun digging through these later. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until next time, bye.